Got my ring light out for this video, and I put a plant in the corner for ambiance. HGTV, hire me. Today, I'm gonna be reviewing some of my favorite boomer memes. There's nothing better than logging onto Facebook at 3 p.m. because that's when the boomers are a boomin', and just looking at all the deep fried shit memes, aka minion posts, that they're just throwing up there for all the aunts and uncles to just look at and hee hee lol. So without any further ado, it's time to look at some of my favorite boomer humor memes. Shout out to the subreddit Boomer Humor and all my crazy distant relatives on Facebook for the content. Here we go, kicking off. All right, nothing better than a beige background. Hey, speaking of beige, you guys like the new merch coming out this June? Oh, teaser, 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 teaser. Who the fuck says teaser anymore? Oh God, my balls are jangled. What are balls doing down there? It's just like a bunch of iPhone wires, just anyways, enough ball talk, time for some small talk. I'm really tired of people who complain about the price of everything. $2 for a cup of coffee, $3 for a coat check, and $4 for an hour of parking. I'm just gonna stop inviting them to my house. I don't think you even have to do that, because they're just gonna stop showing up. Could you imagine if every time you went to somebody's house, they're like, Trev, what up? Glad to have you. If you could just Venmo me like $2.25 for, you know, the coat check, that'd be sick. I'd be like, cool, yeah, let me check my coat real quick. Boom, how's that for coat check? Who had this as a waterbed? I don't know, Ted Bundy? I don't drink too often, but when I do, I fuck the fat one. Okay. Why is the Quaker Oats man suddenly a fuckboy? 9-year-olds want the latest iPhone. When I was 9, I wanted this box of crayons. That's just sad. You can't jerk off with a box of Crayola crayons. I mean, you could. They got that pencil sharpener in the back. Too far, Trevor. What are you gonna draw some tits? Just stickman tits? Next up we have, what the hell's going on in here? Dad. Trying to make a video here. Okay, about what? If you really want to know, it's on Boomer Humor. Bob Marley? I love him. 3 little birds. Not Bob Marley. That's not what this is at all. Well, anyways, you got another package. What is this, current? Oh yeah, this is my current. I thought you could only find that in the ocean. Okay, yes, Father, they're only in the ocean, and they're also newly in my wallet. Thank you to Current for sponsoring this video. If you don't know what Current is, it's a new way of banking, baby. How's that for your boomer ass? You gotta keep all your dollar bills in a Nike shoebox. I do be keeping it in a Nike shoebox next to the Monarchs, probably because I don't pay my taxes. Wait. I know what you're thinking, Dad. You're probably like, well, what about cryptocurrency and the bitcoins? Yeah, well, this is a real shit. I just dented the floor because it's a heavy ass metal card. Flex. You hear that? Rich. And look, I know you're like 93 years old, close enough, and you don't know how to use your camera. What do you mean? I know how to use my cell. Oh shit, lights on. Close enough. So now this is a 2 birds, 1 stone opportunity. Best part of all, card ships for free to your doorstep. You hear that? That sounds like the future. What's up now, Elon Musk? Just broke my floor again. Are you gonna go sign up for Current like I just did? Good. Can I finish the video when I'm talking shit about people like you? Thank you. Anyways, let's see what we got next. This is the epitome of what I thought about when I thought about boomer memes. Any meme that's about divorce, I'm in. It just goes, why I had to divorce my wife. And she's like, ew, yuck. Did you really just drink from the hose? And then he has like Vietnam flashbacks. This is way too specific to be like a relatable piece of art. Like whoever wrote this was like, don't you hate it when your wife tells you not to drink from the hose, but you fought for this country? And all of his colleagues are like, no. We have a Brita filter inside. Like we don't need to do that anymore. Afterwards, they get a divorce and she's just like at a bar. And she's like, oh yeah, my husband was a veteran. Yeah. And somebody's like, oh my God, did he pass? I'm so sorry to hear about that. Well, kinda. He passed on the bottle of Arrowhead, but we all do. Arrowhead tastes like shit. You know you're getting old when you barely do anything all day, but still need to have a nap to continue to do barely anything. What does the gorilla have to do with this? Yeah, because that's how this guy wants to be remembered. On a meme about being tired, not Planet of the Apes or all of his other work that he's done. Forgive me for what I must yabba dabba do. This one is not a boomer meme. I just thought it was fucking hard. Fred done with that bullshit. He done kickstarting cars by actually kicking. So he out here just being like, we about to get prehistoric in this bitch. Can I borrow a hug, please? I promise. I'll give you it back. I love how Jamie is like, this is so funny. It's not. It's just how hugs work. Because if you hug somebody and they don't hug you back, they probably don't want to be hugged in the first place. You're probably just hugging a stranger at an Arby's, which not the worst thing you could do at an Arby's. The worst thing you do at an Arby's is eat at Arby's. This right here, I love a good Facebook t-shirt. I actually think there's an Instagram account called Facebook Shirts, and they are the longest, wordiest shirts ever. Like, you would actually have to stop somebody in the middle of the street to be like, oh, hold on, I'm only on the second word. What does that say? Pterodactyl? Got it. Let's read this one. Cue American music. I asked God to make me a better man. He sent me my grandson. First of all, the grandson's like 3. He's not a man. This guy is throwing up on himself. Let's keep reading. I asked God for an angel, and he sent me my granddaughter. These are just very big roles to put children in. These kids are just being born and be like, you're a better man and you're an angel. And they're like, goo goo gaga, I'm 1. Right there, you see that guy shitting on his Legos and then throwing them at the cat? That's a man. Regardless, somebody give me that shirt. Okay. I'm never lonely because I have 4 men in my life. Okay, no need to flex, Gladys. I spend the day with arthritis, I dine with willpower, and I go to bed with Ben Gay. I mean, this is a haiku poem and a half. The only one they're missing is her current husband, Jack Daniels, or Jim Beam, or if she's getting real crazy, 4 Loco. You guys hear the sirens in the back? Yeah, you hear it now because I'm cooking up that spicy content. Sad. This guy is washing his wife's back while thinking about his car. I've noticed a theme that all these like old like cartoons of dads are just horny. That's just very weird to just sexualize a car. Like, sure, it's cool to like your car, but to look at your exhaust pipe and be like, ha 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 ha, I got something else I'm trying to exhaust. Yeah, too horny. She should definitely leave this man and take his car with him. That's a double whammy. Wow, big football, I want kick. This guy's so horny, he can't even say a full sentence. He's just like, I want to fuck, kick, oh, kick, fuck, I want to fucking kick. Yo, Pops, you should get a Wi-Fi box. Son, I already have a Wi-Fi. A Wi-Fi hate. Are any of these animators happy? Like, all of these seem like self-reflections, and this is just their diary. And their wife's like, what you drawing over there, honey? He's like, shut the hell up, Margaret. It's for work. I love you. Well, another horny photo. Didn't see that coming. I also saw this guy who looks like he is coming. If you see anything you fancy, Fred, just grab it. This man is down horrendously. Look at how red his face is. He's like, hey, bro, I seen the tits. Let me grab them. And the wife's just like, cool. Yeah, this is why we're getting a divorce, Fred. This is it. First the hose water outside, now this. SMH, Fred. SMH. Dad, what is the difference between confident and confidential? Okay, first of all, what kid is just walking up to dad on the barbecue and he's like, hey, dad, real quick, what is confident and what is confidential? I definitely didn't stab one of my classmates, but I'm just curious. And then all of a sudden the dad, without skipping a beat, without even looking at the guy, just fucking grilling on his fuckboy shit, just goes, you are my son. Of that, I'm confident. Bars. Your friend Billy next door is also my son. That's confidential. So he's just banging the neighbors. That's a full-grown child over there. Are any men in these boomer memes loyal? Parents are like, you gotta find love like ours. What, just fuck the neighbor and then just go on your George Foreman grill all day to forget about it? Actually, not a bad idea. This one is a comic. This is a strip. Brandon, I see you got some new tats. Yeah, one says freedom and the other one says passion, but I'm not sure which is which. Oh, right, you're a millennial and can't read cursive. This is just pure hatred. Every millennial knows how to read cursive. It's just drunken words. It's just words that are just leaning on the homie. I would hope somebody would be able to tell the difference between the word freedom and passion because they start with 2 different letters. I wrote you a little poem for Valentine's Day. Do you want to hear it? Do I have a choice? And they say chivalry's dead. No. Roses are red. I like spaghetti, especially with meatballs. When will it be ready? First of all, get T-Pain on the phone, because this shit bars. He rhymed spaghetti with ready. Is this about Eminem? I love this one already and I haven't even read it, so let's see. The bird goes, OMG, LOL, YOLO, and then says words and emojis, ROFL. I don't know anybody my age who talks like that. anymore. That's how you know it's written by a boomer. They're like, roll on the floor laughing. Are these idiots still using that? Ha! I know your terms. If it was accurate, the bird would be like, ah-ha-ha, no cap. Sheesh. Those aren't things people say out loud. Nobody's walking around and be like, yo, that car, shit emoji. Yo, your tits, like. Huh? Dr. Bluestein, you do wonderful work. Now I look completely natural. I don't even think that this one is very funny. I just think the name Bluestein is very close to Blaustein, my podcast co-host. And it also low-key looks like him. Anyways, Stiff Socks Podcast every Wednesday, Spotify, Apple, YouTube, 5 p.m. You know the drill. See you there. The evolution of Jay. I have seen this picture so many times. And whoever these people are that are like posting these, think they're on some like Joe Rogan DMT shit. They're like, yo, the human elevation. Now we just on our phones. It's like, yeah, I'd rather see a guy walking around with a phone than a spear. We're evolving for the good. You know how much worse it'd be if you were walking down the street and saw a guy with a spear? You're not gonna be like, hey, stick to your roots. Fuck evolution. And the guy's like, hey, I'm a caveman, I don't know what you're saying, and I'm gonna stab you. I'll be there in a minute, they're on the last hole. Could you imagine just risking your life with your house just in flames collapsing on you just to watch a man do this?
Nice shot.
Weird. I said play dead, not dad. Bark, bark, shit, shit, fart, fart. I'm gonna go on a wild guess here and say that this was illustrated by a wife of somebody. This is a wife who hates her husband. I see my parents and they're so happily in love. I'm like, I can't wait to have that someday. And then after looking at these photos, I'm like, this looks terrible. We're not old, we're recycled teenagers. Sad. This is a sad graphic. Recycled teenager sounds like the world's worst thrift store ever. Like, why? I have seen you somewhere. Are you on Facebook? No. Are you on LinkedIn? Maybe. No. Gotta be Twitter? No. Google Plus? Who the fuck has Google Plus? Who is on Google Plus? No. So where the hell are you? I've been your next door neighbor for the past 10 years. Plot twist, this is the dad who was fucking the mom and had a son next door. Is this Billy? And the dad just has dementia? He's like, Dad, this is me. I'm your stepson. And the guy's like, Snapchat? Respect your parents. They passed school without Google. I understand that thought 100%, and I actually side with that. I agree. The minion in the maid outfit. Excuse me while I put on my binoculars and try to find the connection here. Why the fuck? I got a new stick deodorant today. The instructions said, remove cap and push up bottom. I can barely walk, but whenever I fart, the room smells lovely. You know how parents are like, you're always on that damn phone. It's like, sure, but I promise you, being on my phone looking at people's boomerangs mimosas every Saturday is 1,000 times better than jamming Old Spice up your asshole. Well guys, that's today's video. I hope you really enjoyed it. It's a different style of me just yelling about boomers, which is what boomers do about millennials. So we're just yelling back and forth at each other. What a great world we live in. And I can't wait to get married so my wife can draw pictures of me going, bark, bark, shit, shit. Comedy. And finally, thank you one more time to Current for sponsoring this video. If Current sounds like it's something you need in your life, which it is, go get it today. Use my link right here or the code in the description. Peace!